What's up, dudes and dudes to the arena? My name is Seth, and today we're going to be taking a look at 6 out of the 8 new dragons that are going to be added with the Eclipse update. The devs ended up showing these off in their latest live stream, and they didn't end up showing off. There is a tentacle Cthulhu type of dragon. As far as I know, you end up getting the drop for that dragon out of shadow caches, and then there's going to be, of course, the Divinity Soul dragon, which they didn't end up showing that one off either. Apparently, they're going to show them off in their next stream, though, so we'll see what happens. But otherwise, folks, how y'all doing today? Hope you're doing fantastic, wonderful, and I hope this video makes your day even better. So let's get started. Here is a disgusting spider dragon mixed with a bat. This one, the way that you actually get its fragments, you're going to end up getting them as a very rare drop from spider enemies that you actually go out and kill in the Fey biome. So the VFX are kind of acid style. You know, I'm sure that this is going to be somebody's favorite dragon, but for myself personally, this is disgusting, dude. Like, I like purple, but I do not like this. The video effects of it jumping is really tight, though, because it actually reminds me of Donkey Kong Country 2, because every time you jump up, there's a web being laid down underneath you, and that was something that ended up happening with that game. Up next, we've got this crazy jet dragon, which, believe it or not, the devs ended up showing off, I think it was sometime last year, and it took this long to actually get into the game. So it's got unique VFX. It kind of has this feel that it's a jet, you know, it's supposed to be all electronic and stuff, and the fireball that comes out of its mouth is actually a rocket, so that's actually pretty cool. The explosions and stuff are just pretty standard, but, you know, it still is a cool dragon. Now, this one, you're going to end up getting the drops very rarely from killing any enemies in the neon biome. I'd also like to mention, because this is really, really weird, that the dragon is also going to have fragments drop from shadow vaults. Now, if you don't know what those are, shadow vaults are actually the chests that you open at the end of a Titan boss. So it's pretty cool and unique that that dragon is going to end up having 2 different areas where it can end up dropping, and this also kind of promotes the idea of actually like grinding in shadow towers a little bit more. But I just find it very, very strange and out of place that that is another location for a neon dragon. Like, it's just kind of weird. And this is going to be the bismuth dragon. So if you don't know what bismuth is, look it up. It's a real-life metal that is very rainbow and weird. The way that you're going to end up getting fragments for this dragon is very rarely from mining. Now, not to include crystallized or glacial shards, I mean, and probably not crystallized clouds and stuff. I'm guessing it's just from normal mining. Maybe it's just mining in general. Honestly, I'm not sure. And this is going to be the flower-themed dragon. Gonna look very, very good with chloromancers for sure. The attention to detail on this one is just tre magnifique. Absolutely awesome. The way that you get this one is from harvesting planted crops. Now, I want to stress that enough that it specifically says that you harvest it from planted crops, which tells me that we might not actually be able to get this thing from sunlight bulbs. I'm still going to try that out for sure, because I want to actually know, can you get this guy from the sunlight bulbs? I'm going to send a message to the devs and try and see if I can get to the bottom of it, because otherwise it means that you're going to have to plant all sorts of resources. Now, one thing that you could end up doing is potentially planting some fertilizer, waiting for that to grow, harvesting that, turn it into steed feed or some other resource you need, and then essentially you doubled your odds out of just one plant of actually getting the fragments, right? And here's the Jurassic Dragon. I actually did a mod highlights video of this a long, long time ago. It's made by my boy B_yellow, and it is absolutely beautiful. I love how its fireball is a meteor. Personally, I think that the VFX could have done a little bit more work, like the fireball explosion could have been something a little bit more dinosaur themed or unique, but I guess how do you end up doing that, right? Or maybe a different meteor. This dragon, once upon a time, when people ended up data mining the game and finding this thing, we were actually all suspicious that this was going to end up being a new Jurassic primordial dragon, which it's not. You actually get the fragments just randomly from farming dinosaurs in the Jurassic biomes. And here is the Ice Dragon, which this is the first time I've ever seen it because I wasn't able to actually get this one on the test server. I had all the other ones. This guy's beautiful. It's the first transparent dragon, very unique, steals the video effects on the wings straight up from the Air Primordial Dragon. So a little bit lazy on that part, but still that single-handedly I think is what makes this dragon look as fancy and beautiful as it does. The fireball effects is kind of weird. Doesn't really make me think of an ice ability. It's more like a beam of light and death. but the way that you actually get the fragments for this one is very rarely from mining glacial shards, so good luck. That's pretty much all the dragons, everybody. Again, there's going to be the one out of the Shadow Cache, which he, as far as I know, has a big Cthulhu eyeball, tentacles, and stuff like that. It's strange that they're putting a second dragon into the Shadow Cache. I feel that the Chaos Dragon, or whatever you want to call it, let's just call it the Chaos Dragon because it's all, you know, tentacle themed and stuff. I feel that personally that dragon should have been thrown into the Shadow Vaults instead of the Jet Dragon, but I don't know, it's kind of, it just doesn't really make sense to have both the new Cthulhu type dragon and the, you know, and the other Infinian dragon coming out of that. It's just strange. The Divinity Dragon is going to end up costing you 50 Divinity Souls to get 50 fragments so that you can end up actually crafting the egg. Now, time will tell upon release whether or not they end up nerfing or changing any of the crafting components and stuff like that. We'll see, but Divinity Souls are going to be a Lunar Soul copy and paste, but it's just got a new name, so it means that all of us have to start from 0 rather than already having a whole bunch of Lunar Souls and stuff like that. Now, the fact that we need 50 of them, and as far as I know, you can only get 3 Divinity Souls a week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Just wanted to do a quick little video recap of all this stuff, get the hype real, because, man alive, the Shadow Tower update is right around the corner. Like, seriously, very, very excited about it. And then I'm going to have a couple other videos come out just before the update so that you all know what to do and the steps to kind of take with the Shadow Tower when it ends up coming out, because it turns out that you're going to want to grind some of the Shadow Tower bosses, but you're going to want to save the Daughter of the Moon specifically. And anyways, I'll talk about that in another video. Thanks for watching, very much appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content, as well as to end up earning loyalty points that you can end up spending on my merch store. So links are in the description for that. Sign on and stay epic, everybody.